YouTube, guess who's back? Alright, that's enough of that because I'll probably get fucking done for copyright. Yes, I'm back. It has been a while. I mean, I haven't filmed a video in like 4 or 5 weeks since my show. So much has happened since I last saw you. You know, I lost my hammer like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh. Jokes. Anyway, yeah. You know, so like post-show, had a little bit of a post-show lull. You know, I just kind of wanted to just kind of get back into my training a bit myself, sort of start focusing on business a little bit more, but life kind of threw a few curveballs my way. You know, I had to cancel my holiday. There's a big death in the family, and now in a couple of days I'm going back, well, not going back on holiday, but going on holiday finally. So things have sort of been thrown a little bit up in the air. But we're back. I'm going to try and get back into this a little bit more. So I thought I'd bring you guys along today on a trip to a different gym. So I've been doing a little bit of shopping on eBay. And for the holiday I bought myself a GoPro. So I came and picked it up from a guy who I bought it from today. We're in a little town called Carterton in Oxfordshire, where it's home to this place, Heroez Gym, which looks fucking awesome. It's like a hammer strength facility, so it's chock full of hammer strength kit, and they've got like statues and posters of like Superman and Batman and all kinds of shit everywhere, so I'm super looking forward to this. So we're gonna go in. Today is push workout, so chesties and shoulders. I'm gonna do a little bit of abs and do a lot of work on my hips and stuff, so I'll show you guys that too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's go! So, just warming up. You gotta check this place out, man. It is so cool. Hopefully you can hear me, but have a nosy, right? This place is ace. It's like so well equipped. I haven't even started yet and I'm already like really excited. I love the decor, all the superhero shit, it's just like awesome. Bonus points in the comments if you can name all the superhero characters that I just filmed. Anyway, I'm going to finish warming up, mobilising, so I get some foam rolling done. And then I'm going to go train chesties, shoulders. Probably not going to stick to my plan like I normally would because there's so much fun stuff here to play with. I might mix it up a bit.
You're no hero, so don't act like it. And please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick. Cause I watch TV, I see how life is, and it's not easy, but still I'm right.
So, I've never been in a more motivating place than bench, right? So, I'm lying here, training chest. Look who I've got looking down on me. Batman, Superman, Iron Patriot, Thor, Hulk.
Yeah, screaming I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, yeah. My nigga, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Drama.
You're no hero, so don't act like it. And please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick. Cause I watch TV, I see how life is, and it's not easy, but still I'm right here. Screaming I'm good, I'm good, yeah.
Coming up to me like you still making music, man. Ask them kind of questions.
Just before I get started on the next exercise, I just want to show you something, right? Check this out. This gym has 70 kilo dumbbells. 80 kilos. 75, 65. I've never seen a gym with dumbbells that go up to 80. 70 is the most I've seen. Not that I can fucking manage that, but holy fuck. Love this place.
Even shake your hand, thought you were the homie, still don't know me, it's so evident. 2 million fucking views and growing, follow my accomplishments. I mean, cause I do work my ass off, back up in the game like my vocals got their cast off. All I've been is cast off by those who seem to lack hard, trying to give the world some hope, so to the dark I'll cast art. Hoping relax the way, right until yesterday. Life's been dark and y'all can see I've had a lot to say. Few friends have been supportive, you can tell by how I word it. So being around that energy, I feel I can't afford it. Talking about I need direction, somewhere where is yours? I've had mine and it's the only thing that I've been working toward. And I built it from the floor, y'all don't seem to help no more. CSR the movement, cause the internet's what opened doors.
Hero, so don't act like it. And please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick. Cause I watch TV, I see how life is. And it's not easy, but still I'm right here. Screaming I'm good, I'm good, yeah. My nigga, I'm good, I'm good, yeah.
What I mean to say is y'all ain't been about the dream. Even back in high school, y'all weren't really about the team. To those who were, you know I know, and your support means everything. About to prove, come from anywhere and become anything. That you can take whatever you love and make it everything. But what part is bigger than us? We made it everything. You know it's because I wear my word like a wedding ring. Sticking to my creed, put honesty above everything. Cause I ain't been perfect, but at least I got a purpose.
So that's the main body of my workout done. Got a good pump. Cheeky little topless session there because there's fuck all people here. So now, next part I'm working on is my hips. So I have pretty bad pelvic tilt, like a lot of people who spend a lot of time sitting, driving. It's caused me back pain for years, so I've decided it's time to basically fix this shit, and I'm going to basically sacrifice a lot of my other training in terms of I don't need to really be getting much bigger. I'm at that point in my life now where gains are painfully slow no matter what I do, so I thought, what's going to be better for me, trying to keep getting bigger or fix my pain? So I thought fix pain is probably better. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time stretching my hips and working on strengthening my glutes and my lower abs. Stretching out my lower back as well. All these bits are just like super tight, cause that pelvic tilt, and throughout the last year of my training and through prep, it's actually got worse. My trainer who I had for the last year and through prep, you know, a lot of the stuff we did probably went against helping my back problem. So I kind of came in with certain issues that I said I wanted to highlight and they never really got fixed. If anything, my core got weaker, my glutes got weaker. I was doing a lot of work on strengthening before I started working with him, but a lot of that kind of went out the window, especially during prep. A lot of care, stretching, foam rolling, all that shit went out the window. So now things have kind of got a bit worse. It's going to take me a long time to get this stuff better. So I'm going to run you guys through the stretching I'm doing and the exercises I'm doing. These things are brilliant. If you suffer from back pain, pay attention to this because usually the main cause is because your hips are a shitty mess. So watch what I'm doing, give it a try. You'll probably find it will help a lot to reduce your back pain and make life a bit more comfortable. A voiceover here, guys, to run you through what I'm doing in terms of fixing my hips. So this is one of the stretches I'm doing in order to stretch my hip flexors. The important thing here is you need to squeeze the glutes and keep the hips forward. This stretch is really just to really stretching out your quads, and you can see like how much I'm grimacing. This is tight, it's painful. Again, keeping the glutes squeezed, leg forward. This one is just a nice easy lower back stretch to stretch out the erectors because they get really tight when you get these sort of back pains and hip problems. In order to fix it, I'm doing a lot of glute bridges. These ones I'm getting my hips up, squeezing my glutes and holding it for a good 20 seconds. I want to make sure I'm squeezing my knees so they're keeping them out because my legs want to fall in. And when I come back down as well, I want to make sure that I come back down and don't go straight back into the pelvic tilt, but have my back come down flat. And the next one, this is all about basically just lower ab work. So I'm doing 50 of these where I'm stretching out one leg at a time. And again, really trying to work on keeping my lower back in contact with the floor. These for me at the moment are a lot harder than you would think. And the last exercise we're going into is just doing planks. So I've deliberately done them wrong here at the start to show you how most people plank. And you can see I get that curve in my lower back and my bum sticks out. what I want to be doing is, like I've just done there, is rolling my hips forward, squeezing my abs and squeezing my bum as hard as I can. And this really makes your whole body tense up, and if you're doing this properly, you shouldn't actually be able to hold a plank for a particularly long period of time. It's going to help me get my hips pretty much right where I want them. That's my hip stretching routine. I'm doing that twice a day. I'm going to try to just do that every day. Keep on going. Hurts like fuck, but that hopefully just means that it's working. It also shows how bad a state my hips are in. So still kind of quiet in here. We've still got a bit of a pump, so I thought I'd do a cheeky little physique update. I've been reverse dieting now for almost 5 weeks post-show. That's how long it's been since my last video. So on stage I was 74.5 kilos, and now 77.5 kilos. So 3 kilos in 5 weeks is not that bad, considering that I was 2 kilos up from my stage weight the day after the show. So in theory I've only put on a kilo since I was on stage. So I'm still pretty lean, got a little bit of fat back on me, but a lot of it's just kind of fluid and glycogen again. So let's have a cheeky look. Oh yeah. So the light's not great, but I'm still got a bit of fat. Bit of a pump. Let's do a bit of the direction. So yeah, getting a little bit of the weight back, but I'm still looking not too bad. Look at the back. Not bad. It's not actually tall enough to get a good shot in. You get the idea. Can we just take a second to appreciate the awesomeness of having a bumblebee statue and a Terminator in the gym. Love this place. I'm almost sorry to see it go. That might be one of my top favorite gyms ever. Plus the guys are awesome. They're so nice, really chatty. I got a good load of supplements and protein bars and things to snack on. I got Tina, Eleni and Larry. And I've got myself cookie dough carb killer. I've not tried this one, so let's give it a crack. Back home now. Hungry cat's being very annoying, so I'm doing a little bit of meal prep. I'm cooking up some brisket, secret combination of herbs and spices in there. So I cook that up. That's going to be probably mine and Tina's dinner for a couple of days. We're just winding all our food down because we're going to Mexico in a couple of days. So that's going to be the next time you see me. I'll probably be quiet for a few more weeks because I'll be away for 2 weeks in Mexico. But I'll make sure I film some awesome stuff there. Got the GoPro, got my drone. We're going to be doing scuba diving. I'm planning on going to the Tulum jungle gym. So we should hopefully get some good content. But I'm gonna cook up my brisket now. I'm just making it up as I go along. Probably throw in some whiskey, maybe some Jack. Don't know, we'll see. This is my secret ingredient to making food taste awesome. This, and I'm thinking I might splash out and either put in some of the Lagavulin or maybe some Highland Park, because they're both like smoky, peaty whiskies, so I think that'll help bring out the smokiness of it like really well, considering I'm not getting to cook it on a barbecue, but in the slow cooker. So yeah, man, oh, that's gonna be shit hot. So I've been talking for a while about reverse dieting on my social media. So people have been asking me questions about it on Instagram, Facebook, and like what I've been doing. So I didn't think the point of this video would be to explain to people what reverse dieting is. There's a lot of perfectly good, brilliant videos out there on YouTube. Again, there's no point me adding another dieting video to the mix. Well, I thought I'd just give you an idea of like what I had been doing and the sort of process I've gone through. So we're now, it's almost 5 weeks since my show. So 4.5 weeks because it's Thursday right now. On stage I was 74.2 kilos, so I'd come down from 95 to 74. My calories have been anywhere between sort of 2,600 down to sort of 1,500 some days, so it was quite variable. It was quite low at points, but basically what I did is I had my sort of, you know, bit of a post-show treat, went a little bit nuts. Part of the problem being that this time round, because I've been on such a shitty meal plan that was so restrictive, I was craving things more, which is something I'm not usually, it isn't usual for me. I'm not comfortable with that because I don't restrict food, because I just track my macros, hit my macros and my calories, and I give myself pretty much what I want to eat. Being on something so restrictive for so long where I wasn't able to do that like I was even in my last prep did make me want to binge more, so it was more of a struggle. But I had my post-show meal, you know, my pizza and donuts and all that crap. And the next day I was 2 kilos heavier, which was to be expected because I was better hydrated and my muscles were full of glycogen and I had more food in me. So I was sitting at 76.4, roughly 76.5. And I pretty much kept that weight for the last sort of 3-4 weeks. I just went back to eating my own way, just tracking my calories, tracking my macros, but I just jumped straight from being in a deficit back up to maintenance level. So some people prefer to kind of go from the show back into like what they were eating, say like before peak week, and then start ramping it up a bit. I just felt there wasn't any point. I felt happy enough just jumping straight back up to my maintenance, which is about 2,600. And I've pretty much just been eating there, so ate around that level, maybe some days up to 3,000. And you know, I look good. The main reason I wanted to keep it at maintenance is because I had a holiday coming up. Now, I should have already just come back from my holiday, but like I mentioned earlier in the video, had to cancel it. So now I'm going away on holiday next week. So I've had to kind of stretch that a little bit longer. But I'm not going to be tracking my calories and tracking my macros on holiday. I'm going to enjoy it. Yes, I'm going to overeat. Yes, I'm going to drink. When I come back, it's going to be taking things back over maintenance. So I've already started ramping it up a bit. I'm eating about 2,750 at the moment, so it's put up 150. Again, feeling more energized, feeling a bit better in the gym. I can already feel like my lifts are starting to get easier than they have been the last couple of weeks because I'm stepping up. And because I've stepped up, my weight's gone up. So I'm now 77.5, so it's another kilo kind of gone on. Undoubtedly, I'll put some on over holiday, and then when I get back, ramp it up a bit more, start maybe put up another 100 or 200 calories to see how we go. It'll pretty much all be carbs because my protein and my fat are exactly where I want them and I need them. And we're going to start ramping it up. So that's how I'm reverse dieting, just working my way kind of back up. I probably won't go as high calorie wise as I was when I was bulking over last year because all I did was get fat. I've been looking back like over my old vlogs and things here on the tube, and I can't believe how fat I was. Like, I look at my face, I'm just like, fuck. You know, I thought I was making great gains. I mean, I remember looking back on a video, and I'm sure there's one where I claimed that I had put on 10 kilos of muscle in a year and 10 kilos of fat, which was just, oh, Aaron, utter bullshit. At best, a kilo of muscle and probably around about 21 to 22 kilos of fat. So essentially my coach just turned me into a fat bastard. I paid someone to make me a fat bastard and then kill me to get it all off the other end. I could have done that myself. I probably would have stayed leaner. I made no more progress than I had done just doing it myself. So I'm back training myself completely, taking care of my own nutrition and enjoying it a fucking hell of a lot more. But things are going to change when I get back from holiday. My arm's getting sore. From the competing aesthetic side of things. I'm 33 now, so I'm no spring chicken. I've been doing this for 17 years, and I'm about as big as I'm ever going to get naturally. I mean, yes, I'll be able to put on a few pounds, maybe a kilo or at max 2 kilos in a year. But my body's at that point now where if I try to do that, it just wants to start getting fat instead. So the only choice I would ever have if I want to get significantly bigger, more muscular, is to start taking gear. I've discussed this before. It's not a route I'm willing to take. I'm proud of being natural. You know, I just completely disagree with steroid use, and I wish it wasn't part of the sport, but sadly it is and always will be. So I'm officially, I've hung up my board shorts. There'll be no more competing for the foreseeable future. Don't see the point. I'll never be able to compete because I'll never be able to get big enough and bring the kind of condition that other guys can bring because they're enhanced and I'm not. I've been, like I said, I've been doing this 17 years, and I rock up to shows and I meet guys who've been training for like 3 or 4 years and they're already just so far beyond me. It's just like, what's the point? And to be honest, being up on stage, I don't enjoy it. It doesn't feel like a competition. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. What I really used to love and really used to enjoy was when I did proper sports, when I did martial arts and stuff when I was a kid. And you would have to compete and you would have to actually physically win something. You'd have to be better than someone because your form was better, your technique was better, you were a better fighter, and you'd have a crowd around you, and there's more energy. Competing actually really meant something. I don't think competing in fitness, I don't know, it just kind of feels in some ways just kind of pointless. I don't get a kick out of it. Like, I know a lot of people love it, but for me, I'm just like, I'm not a bodybuilder, really. I do love training with my weights, I love building muscle, but I'm never going to be, a bodybuilder. So, what I'm planning on moving on to, when I get back from holiday, is starting to learn to do Olympic lifting. So I've been thinking about doing Ollie lifting for like a very, very long time, but I've never got into it because I've never either had the time or the gyms I've trained in just have not had suitable equipment. But the gym I train at now does. There's plenty of good places around Cheltenham that I can do Olympic lifting as well, and places that do lessons. So my training is going to start focusing much more heavily on the Olympic lifting and stuff that is going to basically help with that, and also fixing my back pain and my hip tilt. The pelvic tilt is just, it's causing me just like so much pain and discomfort in life that I really just want to focus on that. I don't care whether my arms get bigger or my delts get bigger or how great my back is and all that shit now. I'd rather be pain free, and I want to learn how to do something different. I'm really actually quite excited about the fact that I'm going to be doing something that I'm going to be shit at. I'm not going to be good when I start. It's going to take time to learn and time to practice it and get the hang of it, and I'm going to fuck up and I'm probably going to hurt myself at times, but that's more exciting than just doing the same old shit I've been doing for 17 years now. I can lift weights, I can do this, I can do that, it's fine, but I want to work on, just focusing on the Olympic lifting, focusing on just, getting some of my sort of big compound lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, improve them, get the weights up, keep my fitness up by doing more cardio, more plyometrics, just kind of getting out and being more active and not just, again, just go in, lift weights, go home. I just want to just be more of an athlete again, because I was always more athletic as a kid. And even in my teens and, parts of uni, it was always more of an athlete and not a bodybuilder. So it's getting back to that side of my life, because again, so many people do all this stuff like, competing and wanting to look good because, of the effects it'll have on social media, getting fans and followers and subscribers and all that kind of stuff. But that shit means nothing to me, really. I probably lose more Instagram subscribers in a day than I gain, and I'm like, so what? It might get me a supplement sponsor or some clothing for free. I'm just like, whoop-de fucking do. That stuff just comes and goes. It's so transient, so hollow, so fake. I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to almost hate the fitness industry in a way, because, oh God, we lie to you so much. Everything is just all about how people look and what they do, and you have no idea how much drug use is involved in fitness. The way that the people that you see on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, the shit that they're telling you, the supplements they're trying to throw at you and make you buy, saying, buy this, you're going to look like me. It's just absolute bullshit. You can tell the steroid users. It's so plainly obvious. Even in the gym, you can just point them out. You. Again, that's fine, but people just aren't honest about it. And until people are honest about it, I don't think anything's going to change. You know, we're telling you to be healthy, eat this, do this, you know, you'll be in fantastic shape. Yet people are pumping shit full of their bodies and, you know, dying young and having all kinds of problems. But they don't tell you about that. That's the side you don't see. You just see the nice, polished, finessed side of all these wonderful Instagram videos of this person jetting off there, or this person getting a free holiday, oh, you know, hanging out with this celebrity, that celebrity, and all this bullshit. Again, I just can't relate to that. I relate to people like me, the people like you who are like watching these videos. You know, we're everyday people. We live everyday lives. One of the reasons I don't vlog a huge amount is, to be quite honest, I've said this before, sometimes my life is just fucking boring. You know, it's just, you know, I work from home a lot, so I'm just here working on my laptop, being annoyed by my cats, cooking my food. I go to the gym, I work with my clients, I come home, I spend time with the wife. On the weekends, I go and I buy my groceries, I get dragged around the shops, I cut my grass. Round and round and round we go. I'm a normal guy with a normal life like you, so yeah, there's not always something interesting to talk about and film. I just like to keep it real with you guys. And this bit is going on long, we're pushing 13 minutes now. Do apologise, and we haven't taken a break. It means I don't have to edit much anyway, which is always fun, because again, editing videos, just it's not always the most fun thing to do. But I like this, you know, some real talk. And I can't even remember the point of what I started talking about now. I know we were on reverse dieting, and then we got on to why I'm not competing anymore, and then Olympic lifting and drug use in the fitness industry. And that is a whole other ranty video, I'm sure, at some other point. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my ranting. I do hope you enjoyed my little trip to Heroez Gym earlier. I know I did. Loved it. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed and you're new to my channel, hello, thank you for making it this far. But yes, subscribe, hit the little bell thing. One of these, I can't remember. So you actually get notifications of when I've uploaded videos. I'm going to try and do some stuff. Next videos will be from my holiday in Mexico. But I'm not going to edit those or upload those till I'm back, because I'm not taking my laptop on holiday with me, because it is a beast and it weighs like 5 kilos. It's like 18 inches. It's fucking ridiculous. I need to get like a MacBook or something. But yeah, I got the drone, I got the GoPro, I got this bad boy. We'll be doing some diving, all kinds of shit. It's gonna be probably my sickest video yet, so do not miss it. Peace, bitches.
The internet's what
You're
opened
no
doors.
hero, so don't act like